Hey, what's up, everyone? Hope you're doing great. I've got a long, relaxed breakdown of the Party Animals update that dropped on November 27th, 2025, version 1.130.8.0. This patch isn't massive in size, but it's surprisingly meaningful, especially if you're the kind of player who cares about cosmetics, community events, and those little polish changes that make the game feel cleaner without you even noticing why. So let's kick things off with the thing most players noticed right away: the return of several limited time event outfits. A lot of people missed these skins previously because the release timing on Xbox didn't line up properly, leaving a chunk of the community feeling like they just got locked out for no reason. The devs clearly heard that frustration because the moment this patch hit, the event skins, Octopus Maneki, Anglerfish Lu, Jellyfish Ada, Xiaohongshu Ada, and Twitch Levy were all temporarily back. If you're someone who cares about collecting outfits or you just like rotating your look depending on your mood, this was a perfect second chance. It's one of those times where a developer decision feels like an apology wrapped in a gift. The catch, though, was that the window was short, only a few days, so the pressure to log in was real. You could almost feel the collective rush of players hopping in, scrolling through their wardrobe, and finally securing something they had written off as gone forever. What made this part of the update interesting wasn't just the cosmetic return, but the reasoning behind it. It's rare for devs to openly acknowledge platform-specific rollout issues and then fix them in a way that benefits everyone. And even though the window was tight, the fact that it happened at all shows they didn't want platform timing mistakes to define who gets what. It's the kind of small gesture that builds trust over time, especially in a community that loves to share screenshots, memes, and clips of their characters dressed up in ridiculous fashion. Um, Now, outside of the outfit return, the other standout feature in this patch was the new in-game voting system for the Owscars Short Film Contest. Instead of pushing players to a website or making the process more complicated than it needs to be, the devs built the voting right into the game itself. You access it through the announcement area, click into the contest section, and vote for your favorite entry without ever leaving the client. It's clean, it's efficient, and it feels like a natural extension of the game's playful vibe. There's something fun about watching community-made videos inside the same game that inspired them. It's kind of like the world loops back on itself in a cool way. And with the voting open until late December, the feature actually sticks around long enough for players who don't log in every day to still take part. What's also great about this voting feature is that it merges two parts of the community that don't always overlap: the folks who grind matches for rewards and the creators who spend hours crafting clever clips and short films. This patch gives both sides something to do. Players get a reason to check the announcements tab, and creators get visibility from thousands of eyeballs passing through the contest entries. It's subtle, but it's smart. Now let's talk about the part of the update that doesn't make flashy headlines but absolutely improves moment-to-moment gameplay: the quality of life tweaks and bug fixes. These are the things that don't jump at you, but the experience feels better the second you start playing again. One of the tweaks addressed the bottom key prompts that could sometimes behave inconsistently when you were spectating or switching throwables. That tiny flicker or shift might seem like nothing, but when you're in a heated match or watching a teammate try to clutch around, smooth UI behavior actually matters a ton. On the visual side, several outfit-related glitches got corrected. There were issues with special effects not appearing correctly, collar colors being off, or certain attachments not sitting right on the characters. With a physics-driven game like Party Animals, even small visual bugs can break the charm of a moment. Fixing these keeps the personality of the characters intact, especially when players use emotes or pose in goofy ways that rely on those effects working properly. Then there were gameplay fixes like ironing out fishing issues, cleaning up asteroid fragments that lingered too long in certain modes, and correcting errors that messed with random outfit selection. Nothing massive on its own, but together they stack into a noticeably smoother experience. The game just feels more put together when these little annoyances aren't buzzing around in the background. Community reactions around all this have been pretty interesting. A lot of players were relieved about the cosmetic return and vocal about how much they appreciated the chance to collect things they missed. Others were discussing the voting feature and how it gives them something extra to check out between sessions. And you can tell that even though these aren't big content drops, players notice the care. That's important for a multiplayer title that's built on momentum and shared moments. All in all, this update may not change the core of Party Animals, but it does something equally important. It respects players' time and attention. It fixes irritations, gives a short but meaningful window for missed cosmetics, and adds a feature that brings the community closer together. When you put those pieces side by side, the patch feels thoughtful, clean, and aimed at keeping the experience alive and fun without forcing players to relearn anything. And that pretty much wraps up everything packed inside version 1.113.8.0. It's a compact update that still manages to feel worthwhile. And if you jumped in during the window, you probably felt that mix of excitement and relief yourself.